Hey, what's going on, guys? It's LuceyGoosey or Kyle, and welcome to another week of the UPL, the Universal Pokemon League. This is another episode of me trying to catch back up to where we're really at on the series because I keep falling behind. I had a whole week there where I posted like 5 matches in a row, and then a bunch of leagues, took a lot of time, and I just lost time trying to record. So I'm about 4 weeks behind on uploads right now. We're actually in playoffs at the time of me recording this, or at least playoffs are about to start, and the draft for season 3 is actually starting as well because they want to start it right after the regular season ends. So that kind of stinks. I'm going to be doing playoffs and the draft at the same time. Anyways, this is my week 12 match versus the Pokemaster Mike. Mike has a YouTube channel. If you want to go check it out down below in the description, you guys can go do that. It's a really cool YouTube channel, a lot of Pokemon content with a bunch of different series, not just Draft League. He does random battles, Showdown Throwdown with a bunch of friends. He does Showdown Lives on different ladders like OU, UU, stuff like that with different cool teams. And recently we actually recorded a video together with a couple of our friends, and it was pretty cool. We all took like different PU mons and tried them out on the ladder with fun sets and everything. So if you guys want to go check out his channel, it will be down below in the description. Anyways, going up against Mike, it's always a tough battle. I think I've battled him now 5 times in Draft League format, 4 times before this, and I was 3-1 versus Mike before this match. We recently battled him in the PSBL as well. This match actually happened before the PSBL match. I just haven't gotten around to recording it, but we did beat Mike in that PSBL match, and so our record versus Mike is pretty good, but every single time I played him, it has been really close. One time in the SML, which is a league I don't upload, Mike actually beat me, but because I let him get a free turn early in the match because he got hacked out of a move with like para hacks, and I felt bad, so I let him get the move off. He actually threw the game and let me win, but that was Mike's win, and I feel really bad about that one. But anyways, yeah, we're here going up against Mike. The UPL is where I have never lost to Mike, so that's good. At least I don't think I've lost to Mike in the UPL. No, I haven't. We beat him 2 times last season, once in regular season, once in playoffs, and yeah, it should be good. We'll see if we can beat him once again. And yeah, he's got a really good team. This is the 6 that he brought. He also has like Haxorus on his team and a few other things that I can't remember off the top of my head. But Decidueye was something I was really afraid of because in team prep I realized I didn't really have the best answers to Decidueye. My best resist being Rotom Heat, and from there not really anything. It could have Sucker Punch to deal with Gengar, and Leaf Blade obviously does a lot of work to my team. Hariyama does resist both things, but it does get Brave Bird, and Roserade obviously gets hurt by Brave Bird as well. So I figured a Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Spirit Shackle, Leaf Blade set is possible, or a Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Brave Bird, Leaf Blade set, or something along those lines was very possible for his Decidueye, and it really scared me because going into prep, I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Steelix doesn't take Leaf Blades that well, especially if they're crit Leaf Blades, and I don't really have much to deal with it, so I brought a FizzDev Rotom. It also has a bit of HP, I think it's like HP, FizzDef, a bit of speed, and a bit of special attack. The special attack is so that at -2, I can break a sub from, it wasn't from Decidueye, I think it was from something else, but maybe it was Decidueye. It was either Decidueye or Haxorus, but I feel like it would be Decidueye. But -2 Rotom could break a sub from max HP Decidueye, that's what it was. Yeah, and yeah, it was pretty cool. And then I also have my Roserade, which is, I believe, just a standard Roserade, a Black Sludge defensive variant to take on Rotom, especially defensive. It's Giga Drain, Extra Sensory. I think it's Extra Sensory. I'm trying to remember all my sets right off the top of my head, but it also has Leech Seed. I remember that. My Cofagrigus is a FizzDef Cofagrigus to switch into the Infernape. I'm bringing a Banded, what's it called? Banded Hariyama. If I can get burnt by the Rotom, that would be amazing because I am Guts and I can hit that Mega Gardevoir up with a Bullet Punch and it will OHKO if I get burned. Also, we have a Tapu Fini who's more of a defensive Tapu Fini, but just mixed defense with a couple of things that are interesting. And then Choice Scarf Gengar, which I've been bringing a lot recently, but I do like Choice Scarf Gengar. Anyways, we're going to get into the match right here, so I'll click the play button. He leads off with his Greninja, and I get the lead wrong. I figured that his best lead against me was Decidueye because it offensively pressured every single thing on my team. And so I decided to go with Rotom as a good lead. Unfortunately, he goes with Greninja, which makes you think he's either Scarfed or he just, he's faster than my team anyways, besides Scarf Gengar if he's not Scarfed, or like also Scarf Roserade. But it makes me think he's Scarfed right off the bat, so I'm actually going to go out, I believe, into my Fini. No, I got into Roserade because it's a safer play, because if he predicted that and went for Gunk Shot, I would have been in really bad shape. So he goes out into his Infernape, and I know right now I'm already on the back foot because his team is really good with U-turn support, Volt Switch support, and stuff like that. and I don't want to stay in to take a Flare Blitz, but I also don't want to switch out into my Kofag and then get U-turned on. But I do that. I go out into my Kofag, and he actually goes for Flamethrower, revealing he is special and does a lot of damage to Kofag right here. So I had a couple options. I felt like there was no reason for him to switch out here, and I really just wanted the Pain Split to scout damage. So right here on this turn, that's what I do. I believe I go for Pain Split. Yeah, and you see we're actually not really putting ourselves in a great position because 2 Flamethrowers are going to knock us out from now. So I'm just actually going to go for damage on the Infernape right here. He does get the crit, unfortunately, and that's going to make it that we die to the next Flamethrower. So I am going to switch out into Rotom because it doesn't seem like he wants to switch up his moves, and I don't think I think he's some sort of choice locked at this point because he clicked Flamethrower again, and that is actually his Infernape down. So huge offensive pressure to our team, and it really means that Roserade can function really well in this match. Being able to freely go for Giga Drains against this team is really nice. So I'm going to actually pull the trigger on Gengar already. I saw that it had more of a wall breaking potential in this match than a sweeper. I know that it can sweep late game as well, but I just want to see what his answer is to it. So I go out into Gengar, and he actually goes out into Greninja, and that confirms the Scarf basically, because he would not have done that unless he was Scarf. And so expecting the Dark Pulse, I go out into my Finny. Does make a good play in U-turn. I was really tempted to click Shadow Ball in that play, but I wasn't going to risk anything. So he goes out into his Rotom. I know he can take a hit, but we have Roserade there just for this reason. So he is actually going to go into Greninja, and right here, I kind of had a lapse of thought. I know that Greninja gets a lot of moves, and in this match, I wasn't even thinking that it gets Ice Beam. Wasn't even like something I was thinking about, and I also know that he's been U-turning a lot, and we've seen U-turn on the Greninja already, so I figured his play right here would be to go for U-turn because I can make the easy switch out into Finny right here and take any hits that he wants to. We know he's Scarfed, and he would never go for Gunk Shot in this situation. And I actually go for, I believe, the Elite Seed on this play. He is going to get the Ice Beam off, and I just didn't expect it. Actually, no, I go for the Hidden Power. So let me explain that play there a little bit more. So he goes for Ice Beam. We do live it, but just barely. And then he goes, and I go for the Hidden Power. So I figured his Decidueye play was pretty obvious there, and so I went for the Hidden Power Fire. Unfortunately, it just didn't play out the way I thought it was, but now we're going to go out into Finny on the next Ice Beam because we do know it is choice locked. It's choice specs, and so yeah, I'm going to click, I believe, the Moonblast on this play, or Nature's Madness, yeah. Nature's Madness on the Snorlax. He's not going to be Gluttony Snorlax, so that's really nice because that is really tough to deal with. Nature's Madness, obviously, again, because I can't do that much damage, but we see that the Body Slam does a lot. I still want to scout what type of Snorlax this is, but I'm actually going to go out into my Cofagrigus, predicting another Body Slam, and Mike makes a really good play here by going for Crunch and almost killing a Cofagrigus. So I think I will be faster, so I'm going to click Pain Split up here because 25% is actually going to be a lot more for Cofagrigus, and it actually allows us to live his Earthquake. So we're putting him in a position where hopefully Finny can come in and Revenge Kill, and he is going to knock us out right here because it was actually a speed tie. Actually, no, I went for Trick Room on that play because I figured if he went for a move or switched out, Trick Room was really good. So it wasn't actually a speed tie, but I didn't have any moves to hit him anyway, so that's why I went for Trick Room and he was faster. So I looked at the calc right here, and 16% was a mineral for my Moonblast if he was Spadef, like full Spadef invested. But we already know he has some attack investment because of the Body Slam on Finny. So I'm going to go for the Moonblast right here, and it actually turns out that he was Assault Vest Snorlax, so he actually gets us there for a lot of damage, and now Finny's not really going to be doing much checking in this match. I can't really check anything he has, except maybe the Greninja if he doesn't have the Gunk Shot. So he's going to go out into his Gardevoir, and I'm just going to sack off my Finny here. I don't want it to set up on me, so I'm going to go for the Haze, but it actually goes for sub, so it puts me in a bad position because I went for Haze in case it was a Calm Mind variant, but now I don't know what I'm going to do, so he actually goes for Hyper Voice, and because we were able to get our leftovers, we do live that, and we're going to break the sub. So I'm going to sack off my Finny here because, like I said, it's not really checking much left in this game, and we're going to go out into our Gengar. I know I can get a free Sludge Wave off on whatever I want, and I think that's exactly what I do. Yep, and we're going to kill that Gardevoir. So now it comes down to really, can we beat this Greninja And also, is Decidueye going to have the Sucker Punch for our Gengar? Because if it's not, then we really win this game with Sludge Wave or Shadow Ball. If we can just, get rid of this Greninja or catch it on a good switch in. So I'm going to go sack off my Roserade. Actually, no, I don't sack off my Roserade. I figured Dark Pulse would be really nice to switch into with Hariyama. And I still want to keep the sack of Roserade because Roserade is faster than Rotom anyway. So I don't necessarily have to sack it if I can get the Giga Drain off. But right now, he's going to go for the Reflect. And man, I was not expecting this. When he went for screens right here, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I think I just lost this game, because before this I felt like I was in a really good position to win, and now that I know he got the Reflect up for 8 turns, it really puts a damper on my team. He will only have 5 turns of Light Screen, but that might be enough for him to go out in the Decidueye and get set up on me. So I just tried to play safe here and sack off my Roserade, even though I don't think that was the best idea, because I predicted the Light Screen to come out, but he goes for the Hydro Pump. If I would have stayed in or just went out into something else, it might have been a better play, because Roserade still could have been kept around for the Decidueye. But I think I can do well now, because he doesn't have his Light Screen up, and I can do enough damage that I think it's Sludge Wave, maybe Shadow Ball, but it will do enough after Light Screen to KO. So I go for the Sludge Wave. If I went for Shadow Ball, it would have done slightly more damage, I think. But, or no, maybe it's Sludge Wave does more damage. I think Sludge Wave does more damage. But I went for Sludge Wave because it hits everything neutral on the team, and Greninja actually resists Shadow Ball. So he is going to go for Light Screen right here, and my calc said it would kill, so I went for Sludge Wave again. I know he's going to go out into the Greninja, but he could also go out into his Decidueye, wanting to set up with a Swords Dance or Sucker Punch. And so I go on my Rotom because it's my best option, and he actually goes for Substitute here. And he has the Light Screen up, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to break the Substitute. If he was like max HP, max Spadef with this Light Screen up, he actually can easily break or easily live. But I'm at full overheat, or no, I'm at full overheat, so I can break it no matter what. I think even if he was, unless he was a Sulfest, but he's obviously not Sulfest because he has Substitute. But if he was full Spadef, I can still break his sub with overheat, but then I'm -2, and then I can't anymore because the Light Screen's still up. But I know I need to stall out these screens so that I can still win this game. So I'm going to go for the overheat right here, as he's actually slower than me, which was, not too much like of a, I guess I wasn't like too worried about that because I figured I would be faster, but it does allow me to actually go for the Will-O-Wisp right here, and that makes me feel really comfortable in this game because I will be able to stall out these turns of Reflect, and that's going to help my Hariyama, and Light Screen is now over, so I am able to break the sub once more, as he's going to go for the Swords Dance, but it's not going to do anything because he is burned, and now we're going to go for the overheat one last time. As you guys can see, still doing 30%, which I was surprised, so it doesn't mean he was max Spadef. And he's going to go for the Spirit Shackle, try to take out a Rotom, and I am just going to go for the Volt Switch on this play because it is going to kill, and we're going to be able to win this game with Hariyama now because there's nothing that this Greninja can click, not even Extra Sensory, that can kill us in one hit, and I'm going to go for the Close Combat. If he burned us there, it wouldn't have mattered because we were Guts Hariyama. But yeah, we get the 3-0 win versus Mike. It was really crazy. First part of that, I was like, maybe he's bluffing Scarf Gren the whole game, but obviously he wasn't. It was just a really good game overall. I think we played really well by identifying our win con as Hariyama, as well as Gengar in the back. Unfortunately, I made a few misplays with like the Greninja Ice Beam on my Roserade, sacking off my Kavagriga so early, and not expecting screens on the Rotom. If he was like a Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Decidueye set, we might have lost that game. But yeah, it was really close, and yeah. We might have to face Mike again in the playoffs, which could not be great. Mike does have a really good team, and I think that he probably beats me, I don't know, 7 times out of 10 with this team matchup. But we were able to pick up the W, which is really nice. And that's going to do it for our Week 12 match. So I'm going to try to get the next couple matches out as often as I can. I'm probably going to record the next one pretty soon. And then, yeah, this one should hopefully go up today that I'm recording it. And the next one will either go up the same day or the day after. So hopefully you guys did all enjoy. I'm out for now. Peace.